welcome back to my channel. This came out, reds, browns, and these colors over here. These colors are very pigmented to watch out for because there's a lot of fallout. So I did my eyes before I did my face so I could catch any fallout, and there was quite a bit of fallout. Other than that, I thought it was a great palette. If you would like to see more looks with this palette, please comment down below. And if you'd like to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Thank you. Thank you. To prime my eyes today, I'm going to be using MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Layin Low. And I'm starting with my eyes first because I'm using bright, powdery eyeshadows. And if I start with my eyes, then I don't have to worry about the fallout on my face and ruining my foundation or concealer. I applied the primer first with my fingers just to lay it on my eyelids. And then I'm using a concealer brush just to smooth it out and make sure it is evenly applied. This is a translucent pressed powder from Rimmel, and I'm going to apply it with a large fluff brush from Sigma to set the primer. And setting the primer will make it easier to blend the eyeshadows. Now we are going to get busy with the Modern Renaissance Palette. Yay! I'm going to use raw sienna to carve out the crease with a blending brush. And this is a Sigma F40. And a note on the brushes, you can use any brand you prefer. You do want to use a blending brush. I use mostly Morphe and Sigma brushes because I think they are a great value. Just good quality, good price. Next, I'm going to go in with Real Gar. And using a small tapered blending brush, this is the Sigma E45. And using this brush because it is more dense and pointed, so I get a good concentration of this color in my crease. Next, I'm applying Primavera with a shadow brush. This is the brush from the Urban Decay Naked 1 palette. And I'm applying it from the inner corner of my lid and going in about 1/4 of the way in. Now I'm going in with Love Letter, this beautiful red. And I'm using a shadow brush. This is a MAC 239. You want to pack the color onto the lid. This will give you a nice color payoff. So pack it on instead of swiping it on the lid. And just keep applying more until you are happy with the color. Next, I'm taking Cypress Umber. It's a matte dark brown. And I'm using that same tapered blending brush to concentrate this color in the outer crease, and also using the pointed tip to create a nice V shape. And then I'm going to use the side of the brush to softly blend the color in towards the red. In that process, the red color became muted out, so I'm going to add back more of Love Letter onto the lid. Now I'm going to use a makeup remover wipe to sharpen up the outer edge of my eye, and I'm also going to clean up the eyeshadow fallout. I'm going to use the KatVonD liquid liner in Trooper to trace out a wing on my lids. The felt tip on this is inky and sturdy, so it makes it really easy to trace out that wing. However, to fill it in, I'm going to use the NYC liquid liner, and this is a brush, so it's going to work a little bit faster to fill in that line, and just a few strokes will fill it in. And I also like that it dries really matte and very black. Next, you want to apply some mascara on your upper lashes, and it does not matter what mascara you use. You just want to add some coats on there so that it blends in nicely with the false lashes we're about to apply. Before I apply the lashes, I'm actually going to go in and color correct my upper lip. Some of you have been asking me how to use a color corrector, and I do this usually whenever I notice there's more darkness in certain areas of my face than usual. So usually, again, for me, when the summer, when I am outside more, my dark areas tend to be even darker, especially my upper lip area. So that's the area where I tend to color correct most, and you can just see as I'm adding this color corrector on my upper lip. It's muting out that darkness. And to make it easy, I used the warm coral color in that Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit that I used to contour my face. And I just applied it onto my upper lip with my fingers. Alright, now we're moving on to the face. I already applied the false lashes off camera. I used the Huda Beauty lashes in Scarlett number 8. Now I'm applying the Benefit Pore-fessional to my T-zone area, which is basically the oily areas of my face. And I'm doing this to mattify my pores and create a smooth canvas for my foundation. Next, I'm using the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer, and this is a cream, or I guess liquid highlighter, and I don't like to apply it over my foundation, but I love applying it or even mixing it in with my foundation to get an extra glow. And I don't really want a glowy face today. I'm going for a little bit more matte look, so I'm just going to put the highlighter in the areas where I'm going to put the powder highlight on top later on after I'm done with my foundation. So this will just kind of give those areas an extra glow. Then, as always, I'm going in with the Nars Sheerglow foundation in Tahoe, and I'm just going to tap it onto my face or dot it onto my face. I'm using a concealer brush here, but you can use your fingers. I usually do. Then I'm going in with my favorite foundation brush. This is the Morphe M439. You can buy Morphe brushes online at morphebrushes.com. And of course you can use your own foundation brush if you have one, but I do recommend using either a foundation brush or a beauty blender. And the beauty blenders you can buy at Sephora. And if you have really dry skin, you might like using the beauty blender. I prefer to use a brush because it seems to me that the beauty blender picks up too much of the product, whether it's foundation or concealer. I just like the way a brush keeps the product on my skin better, but there are times I occasionally go in with the beauty blender if my skin is feeling dry. I'm using the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in Biscuit, and this is really creamy and really radiant. I love it. I use it to highlight as well, just the center of my face. As you can see, I'm going to apply it under my eyes, a little bit of my forehead, just down the bridge of my nose, and then a little bit on my chin and upper lip. And then I'm using, this is one of my all-time favorite foundation brushes. This is a Shiseido foundation brush. This is the first foundation brush I actually ever used. And I still use this for foundation. It'll probably make a comeback eventually because I absolutely love it. But just for now, I am going to use it to blend in my concealer. And then I'm going to use Chocolate from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit. And I'm going to use the Morphe M459 to apply that onto my contour areas. And as you can see, I'm not going to go past the edge of my eyebrow. So that's as far down as I want to come on my cheek. And then I'm going to apply some on my forehead and my chin area. And then I'm going to buff it into my skin using the face buffer brush from Makeup Geek Cosmetics. And you can buy Makeup Geek brushes and cosmetics from makeupgeek.com. So I like to blend my contour out in circular motions, and then of course I blend upward, so toward my eye, not toward my chin. Then I'm going to be using the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder with a Morphe M438 brush to set my concealer. Now I'm going to take some of that Cypress Umber dark brown matte color with a Sigma short shader brush. It's the E20, and I'm going to apply it underneath my lower lash line. And I like to always add shadow underneath my lower lash line to balance out the entire eye look. And then I wanted to warm it up a little bit, so I went in with a pencil brush. This is from Makeup Geek, and I used the color Red Ochre, and I just applied it on top of the umber color to, again, warm it up a bit. For blush, I'm using NYX Powder Blush in Dusty Rose. I love this blush. The color is just a beautiful soft red, and it is very buildable. And I am using a Morphe E4 blush to apply this, first onto the apples of my cheeks, and then I'm blending upward toward or along my cheekbones. For highlighter, I'm using the Glow Kit in That Glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm mixing two colors, Sunburst and Bubbly, and I'm applying it onto my cheekbones with a Sigma. It's a tapered highlighter brush, and this is the F35. I'm also adding a little bit on the tip of my nose and the top of my lips for some extra glow. First, I'm going to line my lips with MAC lip liner in Half Red, and I just made sure I sharpen my pencil first so that I can get a nice precise line on the edge of my lips. And I'm going in with Viva Glam 3. This is a MAC lipstick as well, and I didn't fill in my lips with the lip liner this time because I'm using a lipstick that is, well, very pigmented, but also it's darker than my lips. So I am just now going to apply that and fill in my lips. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in Pure Hollywood, and it's like a pink nude, and so it's kind of a perfect color for mixing. And so I'm adding a little bit using a lip brush onto the center of my lips, and then I'm spreading it outward. If you use the wand from the liquid lipstick, it'll apply a lot of product, and even just right now I applied just a little bit with the lip brush and it was still too much. I end up going in with some more lipstick. So I would recommend starting with a tiny bit on a lip brush, and then just kind of mixing it in and adding more lipstick as needed until you achieve a color that you're happy with. And I'm going to finish up the look with some black liner on my lower lash line. This is the Urban Decay eyeliner in Perversion. And I'm adding some mascara on my lower lashes as well. And this is the L'Oreal Voluminous in Carbon Black. And that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and share with your friends as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.